the whole thing on tape.
I mean, you've got to get the whole thing.
We got the whole thing on tape.
You're kind of locked into like the primo tape.
Oh my God, you're telling me, Zach. I'm in heaven over here. I'm honored. I'm very honored. In all seriousness, I am honored.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here. You know that. You know that.
All right,
sit down.
Everybody's.
Getting it?
Hello, everybody.
Move over here.
Greg, I'm Daniel, we're brothers. We will be brief tonight. Zach told us we have to keep the speech under 5 minutes, which ironically is way longer than he typically allows anyone in his presence to speak. Thank you everyone for coming tonight, especially those from out of town. It means a lot to us. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for being great parents, and of course, thank you, Phil and Linda, for this memorable occasion. We're going to be taking turns going back and forth here. In the spirit of Zach, we just wanted to take turns sharing stories without any real sense of order, so please bear with us.
We'd also like to take a second to remember those family members who are no longer with us that we'd like to remember, namely our grandparents, Susie, Alexander, and Lily. They surely would have liked to be a part of this momentous occasion, although they probably would have complained that the wedding is too loud. So now on to the stars of the evening, Melissa and Zach.
So as many of you know, Melissa is a first grade teacher, which gives her a lot of practice with how to deal with people like Zach. And she's proven herself more than capable of doing so, but we thought, as brothers, we might have some insights that we might want to share that could be useful for her in the years ahead. As I mentioned, we're just going to take turns going back and forth.
So, we know you have a lavish honeymoon plan in Costa Rica, which you're very excited about. So we wanted to start with the topic of travel. So Zach, Melissa would like to know that Zach loves to travel to really remote locations around the world. And having spent the last 26 years sharing a hotel room with Zach, I want to share a little bit of what that's like so I can pass that on to you. So first and foremost, he'll wake up at 6 in the morning. He'll go on a 5-mile run. He'll then go see 3 museums and happen to be back at 7 a.m. for the breakfast buffet. I also hope that you're a deep sleeper because your pillow will no longer be yours, and 40% of the time you'll wake up to a clock ticking.
Zach is the world's greatest expert on, well, everything. Depending on the audience, Zach can be an expert from everything ranging from astrophysics to the Kardashians. At a young age, Zach was part of the National Geography Bee, as some of you know, and that paved the way for more lofty ambitions. In the last 3 years alone, Zach has roommated about, and these are all true, joining the National Mexican Ski Team, running for town selectman of Bridgewater, Connecticut, and becoming an adjunct professor at the University of Bridgewater. With Melissa's influence, we just want to warn you a little bit. Melissa is very into yoga. We're a little concerned Zach's just going to all of a sudden become an expert in yoga and pack up to India and become a yogi.
So Zach will like to recount tales of his days playing football for the Horace Mann Lions and for the Hamilton Continentals. And he'll tell you about how far he could throw a football and how he was a starting quarterback in high school. What he won't tell you is that most of those balls were thrown to the opposing team, and he's recorded more interceptions than the NSA.
Zach will fall asleep mid-conversation. He will fall asleep mid-conversation. It just happens. Melissa, don't be offended if this happens to you. He used to have, and I don't know this for a fact, but he used to have his former roommate, Dan Hyman, rattle off sports trivia to him to put him to sleep. He had one of his best friends use sports facts as lullabies.
Zach prides himself in his skills in the kitchen, and he will cook you a delicious meal, his favorite being chicken marinated in sriracha, honey, and teriyaki sauce with a side of onions, cucumbers, and tomato salad. And then he'll spend the rest of the meal telling you how good the meal is.
Melissa, how good is this meal? Seriously, how good? Zach likes to say, never let the facts get in the way of a good story. I don't need to tell Melissa that she just patted him on the head. A few weeks ago, we went out to dinner. The Cooten brothers, Melissa, and the two owners of the summer camp that we went to growing up. We, as often is the case, Zach and Melissa were asked how they met. And Rabbi Rubenstein touched on this before. So Zach naturally responds, as he does, with a several-minute story about how Melissa turned down several of his advances, and ultimately kind of wooed her away, and all, whatever, who knows. And then what was interesting is the owners of our camp turned to Melissa and said, is that an accurate description of what happened? So Melissa, who clearly knows Zach very well, responds, it's getting closer.
So now more on a serious note. Zach, I want to let you know that you've always been a role model to me. I guess starting back when I was much younger, when I was in 5th grade, copied your haircut, which was a mistake. And then in college, copied your music taste, and looking really at your life ahead of you, I can only hope to copy the type of relationship that you and Melissa have formed. It's really a beautiful thing. And so I want to tell you both I love you very much, and I'm really excited about the years ahead that we can all share together.
First of all, I'm aware that there's a betting pool on how long this speech is going to be. So I'm going to try to stretch this bit out. But then I realized that I have Phil Dolan trying to tell me to speed up, so I'll try to marry the two here. A few weeks ago, I had a revelation that for the first time since Greg, besides pets, we're adding another Cuban. For the first time in 26 years, our family is gaining another member, and I was thinking about it. That's amazing. Like, we've been the same group of 5 for as long as he's been around. And I thought to myself for a while, I said, well, ultimately what I really want for my brother, and I've always thought, is that I just want my brother to find somebody who makes him happy and who makes him a better person. But working with Melissa, we work at the same school, working with Melissa and developing my own relationship with her has made me that much more happy to welcome you to our family. And so I just want to say I'm thrilled that you are joining us and that we are now part also of the Dolan family. I'm so proud to call you, Zach, my brother. I'm so proud to call you my new sister-in-law. And I would like everybody, hopefully, to join me in raising my fictitious glass for the new Mr. and Mrs. Coogan, the new Mr. and Mrs. Coogan, Zach and Melissa.